Hey guys, and welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this 40 volt 4-in-1 gardening multi-tool. Alright, so right here we have our 40 volt brushless multi-tool. It is 4-in-1 combo. You get a 15-foot cutting range, 10-foot brush cutters, 8-foot pole saw, a 16 hedge trimmer. So you got enough space to cut and trim. It does come with 2 little trimming cuts for your weed eater. It also comes with a spare spool included, a 4 milliamp battery, and it also a 2 amp fast charging, which is included. So it does got the chainsaw, weed eater, hedger, and you also got the other trimmer. So this is a 40 volt. Let's go ahead and dive inside the box to see what you get. All right, so this is for the weed eater. This is the cover and also the trimmer. So inside the box as well, you do get the 8-foot cutting width of the chainsaw. So it does come with the spare parts. So it's the 4-in-1. This is the handle. So once I open this up, you can see the back side would be for the hedger. The one here in the front side is for the chainsaw. So for the weed eater, it does come with all the tools needed right inside this little bag right here. So this is made by Wild Badger. It has a 16-foot cutting width, so it does come with extra poles. This one here is the battery charger. This is the 2 amp fast charger. And then you do also get the battery. It does come with only one battery. So right here is also the blade for the weed eater. So not only do you get the actual string, but you also have the blade, so you can put that in there. And then this is the device itself. You put the battery right up in here. It is a little heavy, but not too bad. And then you got the poles that go on top of this, so you can extend it out up to 15 feet, so you have more than enough room to get these stubborn hedges. I actually had to cut the top of my tree, and this thing right here was long enough to catch all those. So this is your trigger, and it does have a safety pin at the bottom, so you just flip that and it should be able to work. It's just for safety, so you don't accidentally cut yourself while this is on. So this is where the battery will go. You got the little handle that goes here up at the front, just so you can hold on to it, but I'm gonna actually try this without it. See, just flop this over and it'll turn on. Once you let go, it will have this as a safety feature. So you can see, you just push that button right there. So now let's get into the edger. This one here I actually did use for the tree, just so I can cut down some of the longer branches. Each box right here tells you what they have. So this is specific to the hedger. They also have one for the chainsaw. So this right here is the blade itself. You're just going to pop these off, and once you're done using it, I would suggest put these back on so it will keep the blades nice and sharp and it doesn't cut you. So this is what it looks like. It's a really good size length of a hedger, and you will connect it not to this black pole, but to the other pole right here that has a little black thing. You're going to pop out that little cork, and then you could plug it in. So right here is the chainsaw. It does come with the chainsaw and the saw. And then this other one right here has the battery. That's the battery. And then the weed eater also has the extra top. So right here is the weed eater. You could put your string in there, or you can actually use the blade. So this is the adapter that will go onto the main pole. So it gives you the 15-foot length. That's what it looks like from the bottom. You have a little screw right here to screw it in place. So now we're going to get down to the pole. So they do have an extra pole in here. This one here is, I think this is a gas tank. And then there's a pole right there, so you can use that with the weed eater. So this is an electric weed eater 4-in-1 tool, but I'm assuming this one right here, because this is a tank, it looks like this is also a gas tank. So you can run gas besides just doing electric. So there's your gas tank for the weed eater, and then you can connect this to the weed eater and run it off the gas versus the electric battery. And then here's the chainsaw cover, and then you've got the saw right here in the back, and then the actual chain is at the bottom. So that's also included. I like the fact that they did include a gas tank. So if you don't want to use the electric, you have the option to choose the gas to run your weed eater or your chainsaw or whatever you want to do, the hedger. So it does give you that option to use 4 tools on either device. So right here is the battery. This is a really nice size battery. It's kind of heavy, especially picking it up with one hand. This is the 40 volt, so you should get at least I'd say about an hour or so on this. And then again, if that runs out, you can charge that and use the gas section. So I'm just going to connect this to the device itself, and then I'm going to do some trimming, but we'll come back once we connect the hedger because I really need to do the hedging. But first off, I want to show you this battery. This will let you know how much battery you have left on the actual battery. So you just push this little button right here. It'll give you a display. This one right here, right now, out of the box, is charged up to 3. You can charge it all the way up to 4 if you'd like. I would just wait for this to go completely dead before you actually recharge it again. So this little gasket right here, you want to pop this out and then put the tool in for whatever tool you're going to use. So like I said, I'm going to do the hedger. Do not put this black piece in because that does not work. I actually had to figure that out. You'll grab this pole right here, take off the little plastic stopper, take that off, you'll put it right up in there and it should lock in place. And then it has a little gasket at the end as well, but the one that has the longer plug goes in here. The shorter plug goes up onto the hedger or whatever device you're going to put it in. So once you put it in there, you got to pull this little round thing right here at the right side, and this is just to tighten the bottom so it doesn't move. And once you get it all the way down, when you put that little circle thing here on the opposite side, you pull it out, it should pop in place and push it back in, this piece right here, and it'll lock in place and it will not move. So then we'll grab the other side and we'll do the same thing. I did not grab the tool to tighten it up just yet, but I did at the end because when I was trying to cut some hedges, it was kind of moving. So that is definitely needing to be tightened up. So we're going to grab the other side. So this one right here goes right up in here. There's a little gasket inside there. Make sure you take it off. It slides right in here. And then you have like these little black things on the side, those screws. You want to make sure that you tighten that up all the way up so this doesn't move. So when you're out trimming or using the saw or a weed eater, it does not move from left or right. So right now I go ahead and got it in, and we're going to lock it in place, and I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of trimming on my tree, and I'll show you how great this thing actually works. As you can see right here, it's doing an excellent job of cutting down my tree leaves. These actually have been overgrown for about a while now since we've had a lot of rain and storm in here. My tree is just growing and growing, but this thing here, actually you can see me pulling it all the way up. It's reaching all the way almost up to the very top of my tree. It's doing an excellent job of cutting down the leaves that I need to, so I don't have to pay somebody else to come out and do it. But if you're looking for a nice foreign-worn tool for your gardening, hedging your trees, or chainsaw, I would definitely say you need to check this one out. This one's a nice tool, and I like the fact that it gives you extra poles on it. So if you want to go up to 15 feet high, it allows you to do that. You can see right here how great it does just cutting down the tree. I can only imagine using the weed eater or the chainsaw. So I would definitely say if you're looking for some gardening tools that offers 4-in-1, I would definitely say check this one out. It also offers another pole that you can use gas, so you're not just limited to the electric battery. I would say check this one out.